So transient ischemic attacks, or also known as mini strokes, are basically just that. They're a very, very small obstruction to the brain, just like a regular stroke, but they only last a couple of minutes. Mini strokes are usually caused the same reason as ischemic strokes, where there's a blood clot that forms in a vein going to the brain, causing a brief blockage. Now, the difference with mini strokes is that the blockage usually passes on its own within a couple of minutes without need for surgical or medicational intervention. Usually the clots are a lot smaller and they pass on their own after a couple of minutes of pressure building up behind them, and they don't cause a actual full blockage like a regular ischemic stroke does. Now, they do share similar warning signs to a regular stroke, such as sudden numbness, loss of facial control, loss of speech, etc., etc., a bunch of confusion. However, they are much more mild symptoms as compared to a full ischemic stroke. And since these mini strokes are a lot smaller and last a lot shorter duration, usually there's minimal to no brain damage at all due to the fact that the oxygen was not cut off for a super significant portion of time. So usually these mini strokes are very survivable. Sometimes people don't even know that they're having them. However, they can be early warning signs of a much larger stroke. So if somebody is getting these consistently, or if they've had like a couple of them and doctors have been like, hey, you're having mini strokes, we need to keep an eye on this because it could be a warning sign of a full ischemic stroke to come. So if that's going to happen, you need to monitor it. So like this comment mentioned, the mini strokes can be due to the same causes as ischemic strokes, such as like your blood vessels being clogged and all that, however, to a lesser degree because the clots are a lot smaller. So mini strokes are just what they sound like. They are tiny versions of regular ischemic strokes, but less damaging. However, they can be a calling card of a major stroke. So if you're experiencing any minor stroke symptoms such as confusion, facial drooping, trouble with speech, and trouble with moving one or more limbs, then you may need to get it checked out because you could be having mini strokes.